What's up, guys? So today we're filming our tarantula rehouse. So we got a tarantula crib, we got some skulls, we got a Stranger Things guitar, and some cool background to do some cool setup. So big shout out to Tarantula Cribs for the cool cage. Got that on a Black Friday sale. My boys are helping me because we do all the tarantulas together. Alright, so we got a tarantula crib enclosure for our Xenesthis Immanis, which it will end up being a pretty big spider. We got the 12 by 8 by 8, so that should house him for a while. And we're going to go ahead and unbox it. I thought this was a pretty cool enclosure, and we got some cool decorations and stuff for it because we don't breed tarantulas, so they're just kind of like our pets. So I want something visually pleasing, so why not use a tarantula crib? So like I said, this is the 12 by 8 by 8 sliding, so it's got a sliding lid with magnets that lock it closed back there. So it's pretty cool. This will be the front. We're going to go ahead and start setting it up. Alright, so the first thing we did was put our cool background on, which I went with like a purplish lightning theme. The substrate's going to cover up that bottom part of the beach scene. But I just got this design off Amazon for aquariums. And you know, I'm using skulls and guitars and stuff, so I wanted some like lightning as the background. So it should be pretty cool. And now we're going to start filling up with substrate and mix and stuff and start decorating the cage. And then we'll do the rehousing actual part. Alright, so I did remove the strings off this. I'll probably have to buy another one of these just for the collector's sake of it, but I just didn't want the spider to get its leg twisted up in there and end up, you know, accidentally chopping off a leg or something. So that's going to be our cool design. And since this is not going to be my collector's part of the guitar, I'm just going to throw all this stuff away. Sorry, Eddie, but this is the upside down. Now, when I said about starter burrows, I'm just going to make some some holes. Loosen it up a little bit. So then if it chooses, it could burrow down more if it wants. And we can do another one over here, right behind the guitar. That way if it wants to feel safe, it can feel safe, make a burrow. If not, no big deal. Like I said, ever since this guy has gotten big, like he's grown leaps and bounds. I don't know if it's a boy or girl, but I've noticed it just hangs out. It doesn't like to burrow anymore. There's that. And then we have these little, I think they're 1.75, oh, they're 1.5 ounce delis. We use them for the hog nose and stuff like that, the baby hog nose. So, that's what I use for the spiders, or the tarantulas. We just go like that, kind of secure it in, and then when we fill them up, like not including the changes. We squirt water in. So this is what we use just to fill waters. It's like an irrigation flush. So you open the lid, squirt down in there. And I'm going to put a little bit of water behind it too. So you want to have some moisture in there, but not be too moist. Alright. So it's got a couple little burrows it can choose from if it wants. And that's a cool heavy metal rock and roll type setup. Oh yeah. Now for the scary part. Alright, so something I've learned from listening to a lot of Tom's Big Spiders. So we put our little enclosure, here's another tarantula crib, smaller one, I think it's the 4x8x4, in another enclosure, and we crumpled up some paper and put it in the corner, so if the spider does bolt and get out, it's going to be in this enclosure and probably go hide underneath one of these pieces of crumpled paper, and yeah, hopefully not bolt out in the room. So what I love about these tarantula cribs is the magnetic lids. We're going to try to do this without hurting the spider. The idea is we want to get it to go up in the bottle. Or we can do this method. We could just set the whole thing in here since it's smaller. Really doubt this guy's gonna go up. Yeah, he's hunkered down pretty good. So we're gonna put this whole enclosure in here. I know it's not going to look pretty at first, but once he gets out, well, yeah, that's not going to work. Alright, so I'm going to have to pull this wood out. Hand me them white tongs. So there will be, these do have urticating hairs, so that will just be in the enclosure. Ah! Okay. So, that was our tarantula rehouse, Xenesthis Immanis. Like I said, I am not a professional with arachnids or any kind of insects, but this is what we built with our tarantula cribs. Alright guys, well, join us next week. Until next time, rock on.